Hello? Hello?
Bro, is that an animal? What is that? What am I looking at right now?
That's a duffel bag.
Okay, I thought
Chris,
that was...
that's a duffel bag in the forest.
Okay.
In this video, we see a YouTuber well known for his horror videos, where he visits spooky places and encounters people or things no one can explain. He recently posted a video of himself in a forest in Ohio with his friend Josh. The two read in the news about a child who had disappeared in the forest a few weeks earlier, so they decided to go deeper. Like any forest, at night, everything should be quiet and calm. But not in this case. Strange noises and thumps in the woods can be heard immediately.
Something really strange is going on tonight. I don't know how I'm editing this video, but on several occasions tonight, there's been this one truck that has driven past us at our campsite on several different occasions, and it would slow down, almost kind of like it's looking for something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Johnson, is that your last name? Bro, this literally looks like a jungle. Look at that.
It's so grown in. Maybe we shouldn't go.
Yeah? Hello?
Johnson, are you down here?
Johnson's the last thing I
Maybe it's
said.
John's son.
Maybe.
Brenda.
Oh,
What is that?
Brenda.
Brenda? Brenda Johnson?
The two boys try to communicate with an F-24, a device widely used by ghost hunters to communicate with the deceased, as they don't know whether the girl is still alive or dead. At first, there are responses, where she seems to give her name.
There are some undocumented that have happened as well. Satanic rituals happen here to this day. Okay, let's just keep going.
Oh, behind us, bro. Shh, listen.
Said bro, Brenda Johnson, here.
That's so sad.
Bro, look at this. Look straight ahead. Look how terrifying that looks. That genuinely looks horrifying.
Me.
Wait. Okay. Who's over there?
Organs.
Organs? What?
Huh?
Recording.
Organs recording.
Hello?
A spirit seems to communicate with the boys, inviting them to continue along another path in the forest, thus finding themselves in a much darker and more macabre part until, tired and terrified by the constant noises, they decide to arm themselves to defend themselves from possible attacks.
The spirit box just said Brenda Johnson, here, and we just found a duffel bag in the forest.
That's not a good thing.
Oh my God, there's a date. Hold on. Bro, January 26th, 2008.
Okay.
There's no shot.
Oh. Hello?
Look at it.
Yo,
Get it.
go. Go.
Are we good?
Oh, stop. Chris.
12.
Should we get the shotgun?
Yeah, probably.
Get the shotgun.
How things work.
What? Oh no. Oh God, no, not this. No, bro.
Brenda 0129. Oh, is that the code maybe? Passcode?
Possibly.
Oh, what the hell is wrong with the screen?
After returning to the main road, they find an abandoned bag on the ground. Upon checking it, they notice a cell phone with the phone's passcode on it, but it doesn't seem to work. They find other strange worn objects. Perhaps the girl's killer left them there. After a while, a vehicle approaches, appearing out of nowhere, and this happens.
On the side. It's like that's the owners are looking for it. They must be looking for somebody.
Oh.
On everything, they're looking for somebody. They have to.
You
He
think
has
so?
those lights. Why would he be driving up and down like
Wait,
that?
bro. Oh my God, you might be.
One of them is taken to the police station for further testing, and Josh is left alone in their van waiting for the boys' return. But from here on, things take a terrifying turn.
I don't think I'm going to be getting much sleep tonight. There are people about 100 meters away, blazing music out. At least some good songs anyway. And some people screaming.
And 2023, a YouTuber who loves visiting abandoned places and cemeteries shows us an abandoned place in Wisconsin, a very country place where laws are scarcely respected. We see him arrive, choose a parking spot for his van, and prepare for the night. In all this, it would always be important to carry a weapon for self-defense. But perhaps he won't need it. Night falls.
Hello?
And he begins exploring with his flashlight. Everything seems fine until we see something horrible appear.
Hang on. Did you see that? Or was that just me?
A white figure can be seen in the middle of the woods, seemingly watching the man idly, making everything very disturbing. The man freezes and tries to investigate further, but given the sounds and the dangerous situation, he
1 o'clock
decides
in
to
the morning.
hide in the van
And I
until
swear blind.
something or someone
I've just
disturbs
got
him.
woken up by someone trying the van door handles. Right, there was a knock. There was definitely a knock. Someone was trying the van door handles as well. I'm going to turn the lights out. Someone was trying the van door handles.
Someone knocks on his door, and it doesn't seem to be the police, but someone with bad intentions. He turns off the lights, hoping they'll go away, but the man seems insistent and continues banging on the door. Mark manages to get behind the wheel and drive away, never knowing who or what was trying to break into his van.
I've heard that car come back. And it's what? 3:15 now. That van's come back. Well, that car's come back. That 4x4 vehicle. I can't hear anyone. I can't hear anyone talking outside.
Boys known for their excursions into streams or rivers where once there was only ocean, are hunting for shark and megalodon teeth, hoping to find one in such a calm and serene forest. They will find something that will terrify them and that they never expected to find.
Something far more disturbing.
I just found what definitely looks like a human jaw, so there it is. That is a human jaw, no doubt about it. All the teeth seem to be kind of gone, but that's disgusting and also kind of cool. There's a cool old bottle, and then there's a jaw.
Question is the rest of him in here?
We are walking more, and that looks like a human skull. We haven't flipped it around yet. I don't know if we should or shouldn't, but
Well, I feel like we should, because we don't want to call them out here. We don't know what it is. We should probably know what it is before we involve anybody else.
I don't think we should touch it.
Babe, it's not. It's
Touch with
we
the
didn't.
stick.
We didn't
No,
do
touch
anything.
it. I know, but, like,
You're fine.
they're not going to be upset. We'll call law enforcement. We'll make sure that it actually is a skull, and then if that is, that's nuts.
Frightened by what appears to be a human skull, they decide to call the police, leaving everything as it is without touching anything. If that skull is real, further investigation will be necessary to reconstruct what happened. Perhaps a murder, or someone who wanted to take their own life.
And we just found a human skull and human jaw. It looks pretty old, but we're basically 100% certain that's what it is.
Okay, where are you?
On the corner of and by.
Decided to do some exploring around, and we stopped in this creek today and went down that way, found a little bit, and we came up here and then found that, and it was kind of like, we should probably contact somebody about that.
Give me 1 second. We're out of the fence on.
yeah, it's a little.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to hold it as much as I can.
It's right around this corner.
You got that there yet?
How far back is it, bud?
It's about
I see it right
10
there.
feet past him.
Yep. I'm about to come back up so I can grab my boots.
As after a more careful examination by the police, they have confirmed that these are real human findings. And this also disturbs the police, who will soon have to start seriously investigating the incident. In this video from May 2023, we see a man intent on exploring a forest with caves inside. And in one of these, he begins to insert the GoPro to find something later by reviewing the footage. But what he captures is very strange and leaves us with serious doubts.
And it goes so far down we can't even see where it leads. So we're gonna put a GoPro on a string down there and see what we can see.
It looks like something was throwing rocks at the source of light, which is the GoPro. And then it got closer. What could possibly be down there? Who lives in a cave underground with no light? In my opinion, it wasn't anything human.
I'm out on a stealthy woodland camp tonight. I won't tell you where I am, mainly because I don't know. I've not been here before, so I don't know what it's going to be like. Now, although I am in the middle of nowhere, and this isn't exactly a busy park, there's a lot of tracks that go through here. So I don't know if I'm going to come across anyone, because I'm sure there's some people around here keeping some weird noises, and not just crunches and cracks, but weird vocal noises as well.
After building his camp, he managed to record at just the right moment to capture what appeared to be heavy footsteps walking through the forest and objects being thrown.
First time I've ever done this. I'm actually sitting back in my car now. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. It was forecast to be dry all night long, and 3 o'clock it just started hammering it down with rain. That's not the issue. I sort of fell asleep to the sound of chestnuts crashing through the trees and hitting the deck. And it's the same sound every time. Sort of crunch, 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 thump. After the rain started, I could just hear, and I know these are deer, muntjac, badgers, squirrels, whatever, but some crashing around that got nearer and nearer and nearer to my hammock. And every time I moved or got out to check, it stopped but didn't run away. So I'd expect if there was a deer or something, I'd hear it run off. But the weirdest thing was the rain started to die down. So it was just a tiny pitter-patter. And suddenly by my hammock, a massive, massive thud hits the ground and bounces. And I jumped up, unzipped it, put my torch on, and there's a rock on the floor that wasn't there when I went to bed. And I lay back down, and I'm just laying there listening. Then another one. And then another one. This went on 3 or 4 times at least. And then a large branch. There was no crack. There wasn't like a crack and then a crash. Just a large branch hit my tarp. It bounced the tarp down onto the hammock and then bounced off the tent. And every time I jumped up and got out, there was no movement, there was no nothing. Now, I don't know what it was.
From here on, the man spends the night awake without sleep, and the next day he decides to leave due to the excessive noises and strange figures around his van. Many think that the one who was captured in the room is a skinwalker who was trying to kill the YouTuber. While making his usual rounds of houses to check for intruders, noticed that a house had the door open and decided to record the incident and go inside to check. He often encounters intruders and is forced to tase them to scare them away, but this time, after receiving several reports of his assault, he decides to record it to protect his image.
I know you're in there, man. Hello? Police! I know you're in there, man. She's in your house, man.
The door opens by itself, letting the officer know he's not alone, and someone is inside with him. He approaches the room, but the intruder manages to get around him and escape before being caught. We can see him fleeing on a bicycle. Later that evening, he returns to do his patrol and notices the lights on and the doors always open. This time, he's more annoyed, convinced it's the same intruder, but he soon discovers there's someone else besides him.
Hello?
it happens quickly. But when he opens the door, you can see someone standing there, watching the policeman, and then shifting position. At first, he was barely visible, but then the policeman notices too. He enters the room, but there's no one there. He decides a house isn't worth dying for, leaves, and the next day calls for backup to find that person, who was never found again.